I will soar. I will fly. I will be everything I can be on this day and the next. I will soar. I will fly. I will be everything I can be on this day and the next. I will soar. I will fly. I will be everything I can be on this day and the next. I will soar. I will fly. I will be everything I can be on this day and the next. I will soar. I will fly. I will be everything I can be on this day and the next. Yes. Thank you and welcome, my beautiful brothers and sisters, to the Aquarian Adepts, my platforms to become your spiritual server. This is your S.O.A.R tarot reading for today. Oh crap, what is today? Today is the 17th, the 10th, excuse me. Today is the 10th of April, 2018. Thank you so much for joining me. And let's see how you will soar today. Oh my goodness. That card flew, so I'm going to assume that this card over here is the target card. And I'm going to assume that this card right here, that flew, is the sensation card. Those two cards just like flew out of there. Alright, so let's see what is in store for us today. Alright. How will you all soar? How will we all soar? Because we are all in this together, right? We are all in this together. We're all in this together. Anyways. Anyways. Alright. So the target card is actually the card of travel, the Eight of Wands. So this could signal to that you might actually travel. Maybe today you plan a trip. Maybe there's a trip that you've been wanting to go on, and you actually decide to, you maybe start to plan it. Maybe you buy the ticket. Maybe you start to look up more of what it is. Maybe you start to just envision yourself there. You do some manifestation that way. Or this could be inner travel. Maybe you go into meditations today and you travel your inner world and you go to places that you haven't been to before. Maybe you discover something new about yourself. The travel card always signals to discovering something new, going to a foreign place. And even though we have these bodies, sometimes we don't explore the entire cosmos of who we are in our own bodies. So this could also signal to inner travel, going to places within ourselves where we learn new things about ourselves, new qualities that really spark this light within us. So let's see what else we have in store. Well, the sensation card we actually have is the Ace of Swords, or consciousness. For the obstacle, we actually have abundance. That's kind of interesting. The King of Pentacles. For the action card, we actually have the card of innocence, or the Sun. And then for the resolution, we have, this is interesting, we actually have the Nine of Swords, or sorrow. I'm going to bring this around because I'm going to tell you guys what exactly this is, alright? Because we have a lot of positive cards here, but then we kind of end off with that card, and that's kind of interesting. So the sensation card we have with consciousness. So this is about realizing the Buddha within all of us. This is about coming within, and this is about acknowledging. You see, he has there's stars all around him, right, within him. So this is about acknowledging that we are one with the universe, and that we are the universe, but we have to take time to pause, reflect, and remember that we are everything, and that everything is us. Everything is a reflection of us. This is also known as the Ace of Swords, so this can be a very poignant card to where, perhaps today you receive some type of message from Spirit that's direct, and it might cut you deep, not in the sense of a bad way, but perhaps it's like almost startling, right? The obstacle is abundance, and I won't say this is necessarily a bad thing. This is the King of Pentacles, so maybe the obstacle is maybe established regimes or establishments that you might hold you back from abundance. This could be, you might be feeling that people in higher places are keeping all of the wealth and all of the value and attention, and you might not be getting much of it. What you want to realize, first of all, is that you have this abundance within you. There's infinite abundance in this infinite universe, and we are all infinitely supported. So you can have this too. I think the obstacle here is realizing that while there are some people out there that might seemingly have all of this abundance, we don't know if they have inner abundance. They might have all this exterior stuff. They might have yachts. They might have $1 million. They might have $1 billion. They might have all these things, but do they have inner abundance? Are they aware of who they are? Are they aware of who they are? Are they aware of the greater scheme of who they are? You know? So that's really what this is about. This is about recognizing your true abundance and your true value. Okay? Venus is in Taurus right now, so that's kind of speaking of that as well. For the action, we actually have the card of innocence or the sun. So if you're feeling not really abundant, you want to be innocent. You want to be like the inner child. You see, we have this old sagely man, but he is radiating his inner child. He's speaking to this mantis here. This is the sun. So what you want to do is you want to radiate that love and that vitality, radiate in your joy, in your bliss. Any actions that you want to take today, take it from the place of the inner child. What really sparks the inner child today? What really sparks your joy and your passion? That's what's going to, first of all, bring you and reflect that infinite abundance that's within you. And it's also going to bring about that realization that we are everything and we are one with everything. So this is really the action that you want to take is going to be from this place of innocence, from this place of the inner child, where you radiate this light and you radiate this passion outwards. You don't necessarily want to get, you don't necessarily want to throw like fits and pout and stuff like that kids do. But kids only do that because they really want something, right? And usually with adults, we might really want something, but we like push it down, we push it down, and we pout in the form of drinking a lot and suppressing it through drugs and, being passive aggressive and stuff like that. But really today what you want to do is, come into like this quiet space, recognize that you are one with everything, and kind of do some inner travel, right? Go to some places within you that you haven't been before, and then radiate that love outwards, all right? The resolution, it's interesting how we have the Knight of Swords here and sorrow, and I think the resolution is that this is a card that signals to being stuck, right? This is a card that signals to being stuck in this one place. We have this Buddha figure here, or he was like a monk, right? And he's in sorrow because he's trying to figure out consciousness. He's sensing this. It was around, other monks that have figured it out, that have been enlightened, and now he's trying to get that same enlightenment. But what he's probably doing is focusing on them too much. He's not really focusing on himself. He's not focusing on his inherent abundance. And the resolution today is that you will discover that if you find yourself in this stuck place, if you find yourself in this place where you can't move forward, and traditionally this shows swords in front of like a window and someone sleeping in this bed, so it's like the window of opportunity is always open, but we can use our mind, right? We use our mind to block ourselves from seeing that opportunity, and then we put ourselves in this stuck place. So it's interesting how we have the resolution card as being stuck, but then the target is to travel. So this is really about eliminating this stuck feeling. Now, this is really about eliminating that sorrow and realizing that, hey, you are your own unique self. And yes, we are all in this together. We're all here to serve and teach and help each other and love each other and embrace each other. But the only way that you're really going to travel and find your inherent abundance and radiate that love outwards and realize that you are one with everything is by embracing your unique self. That's how you're going to come out of this sorrow space. So the resolution today is that you might feel stuck in some area. However, if you radiate that love, if you have that innocence, if you remember your inherent abundance, and if you remember that you are one with everything, and you decide to do some travel today, And travel, it can be inner, it can be outer. Maybe you go to a Buddhist temple and you don't really do that. Maybe you're a Christian and you go to a Buddhist temple. Maybe you decide to go to a restaurant that you've never been to. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be, you packing up your bags and leaving the country. But anything new to kind of get you out of this sorrowful state, that's really what's going to help you realize that you are okay just the way that you are right now. And once you recognize your true value, then you'll smile and you'll be like, Yahoo! So that is your Esoteric read for today. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to check out the weekly astrological forecast. I will put a link to that in the description below. And if you would like a personal consultation with me, you can do that by checking out my website. The link is also in the description below. And of course, my beautiful brothers and sisters, always remember to keep moving forward. Stay focused and Yahoo! Smile often.
Please try to understand that I'm only human. I may make mistakes at times, but I'm only human. I may hurt people, but still I'm only human. I may get depressed at times, but I'm only human. I refuse to believe that I'm just only human. I'm a product of God, you know I'm more than human. I can overcome anything cause I'm more than human. My objective is changing lives cause I'm more than human. I'm more than human.